Hello students, in today's class we are going to discuss about law of conservation of momentum. I think all of you remember about the momentum. Yes, momentum is what? Momentum is the motion contained in a body, and mathematically the momentum expression is given by P equal to mv. It means momentum is P, and it is the product of what? It is the product of mass and velocity. If we are using the initial velocity, it is called initial momentum, and if we are using final velocity with this mass, then it is called final momentum. And if you want to find the change in momentum means final momentum minus initial momentum. So what is the final momentum? Final momentum is your mv and the initial momentum is your mu. So if you write mv minus mu, it's represent change in momentum. Now if you want to write rate of change of momentum, rate of change of momentum means change in momentum divided by time. So change in momentum is what? mv minus mu divided by time. So that expression is called rate of change of momentum. Now come to the topic, law of conservation of momentum. So according to the law of conservation of momentum, if in a system external force is zero, okay, it means no external force is acting on that system, on that case total initial momentum is always equal to total final momentum. So you can state like this also, in a given system the sum total of momentum is constant quantity provided no external force acts on the body. So we have to consider that external force applied to the body is always zero. It means no external force is applied to the body. But yes, there is a internal force. Force are always two types, external and the internal. So here the force means external force is zero. But due to internal force, the body can collide each other. Mathematically we can write m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So m and v, it means this is for the final momentum. So total final momentum is equal to total initial momentum of the system. So this expression is for law of conservation of momentum. Now see how mathematically we can derive this formula. So to derive this formula, we need two bodies. If you consider two bodies, it can be a ball, it can be a marble, or it can be any other body. Suppose here I am considering two marbles A and B. Let's draw the marbles first. Consider two marbles, marble A and marble B. These are the two marbles, and marble A has mass m1, marble B has mass m2. Now initial velocity of this marble m1 is your u1 and initial velocity of this marble B is u2. And this condition we can write as a before collision. Before collision. Now if due to the internal forces these two marbles are collide each other, so this way, if these two bodies are collide this way, A, B, they are collide means interacting each other. So this is your during collision. During collision, the force acting on A due to B will be act in this direction, B, and force acting on A will be act in this direction. Now if you see here, the force acting on A, body A, due to B, I can write here B also, due to B, force acting on A due to B, if considering in this direction, then force acting on B due to A is the opposite direction. So whenever they are colliding each other, their force are acting in the opposite direction. Now after collisions, the body A moves with a final velocity v1 and body B moves with a final velocity b2. This one we can write as a after collision. So to derive the law of conservation of momentum, we have to consider these three conditions. Before collision, the body is moving with the u1 and u2 respectively. Then during collision, the force acting on each other is in the opposite direction. And after collision, the bodies are moving with another final velocity, that is your v1 for body A and v2 for body B. So here body A and B are considered as a marble. Now write down the change in momentum for body A or marble A. Change in momentum of marble A is equal to, change in momentum means final momentum minus initial momentum. So what is the final momentum of this marble A? Marble A has mass m1. So m1 v1 minus m1 u1, because m1 v1 is the final momentum of the body A and m1 u1 is the initial momentum of body A. Now rate of change of momentum of marble A is equal to rate. Rate means now we have to divide this one by time. So this one will be m1 v1 minus m1 u1 divided by t. Similarly, you have to write for marble B. So change in momentum of marble B. What will the expression? Yes, m2 v2 minus m1, m2 u2. Now what will be the rate? Rate of change of momentum of marble A is equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u2 by t, because rate of change of momentum. Now see the during collision. During collision, the two forces are acting opposite to each other. And since there is no external force, it means these forces are equal and opposite. Get my point? Since there is no external force, so during collision, the two forces are equal and opposite. Now whenever there is an equal and opposite, what we can write? Yes, we can write Newton's third law of motion. To every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. So let's write according to Newton's third law of motion, what we can write? Force acting on A due to B is equal to minus of force acting on B due to A. Here I am writing here A due to B and B due to A. But if you want to write only FA equal to minus FB, that is also correct. Now, FAB. FAB means, according to the Newton's second law of motion, the force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. So, where is the rate of change of momentum? Yes, here is the rate of change of momentum. So, for which body? Body A. So, in place of FAB, we can write M1 V1 minus M1 U1 divided by T, and here this minus from the Newton's law, put one bracket and write down this expression, rate of change of momentum of marble B. So this is M2 V2 minus M2 U2 by T. Now T get cancelled. So M1 V1 minus M1 U1 is equal to, open the bracket, minus M2 V2, minus minus becomes plus M2 U2. Now bring this minus here. So this one just arrangement M1 V1. If you bring this minus M2 V2 here, it will be plus M2 V2, and bring this one minus from here to here, it will be plus. So M1 U1 plus M2 U2. Now this one is the mathematical expression of what? Yes, mathematical expression of law of conservation of momentum. That is system. System means what? System means, in system it can be a 2 bodies or it can be a 3 bodies or more than 3 bodies also. So here in a system we are considering 2 marbles, marble A and marble B. Now it means total momentum of the system is constant. Means total final momentum of the system is equal to total initial momentum of the system. So this expression represents law of conservation of momentum. Now see the examples. Some examples are here. Number 1, recoiling of a gun on being fired. Now here again we have 2 systems. One is your gun, another is your bullet. Now whenever the bullet is ejected from the gun, so total momentum of that bullet is always equal to the total momentum of the which? Gun. That's why the gun is always jerk backward whenever the bullet moves in a forward direction. And during this, whenever this condition happens, the bullet is going in this direction, then gun is in the jerking in the backward direction. During that time, total momentum remains constant. Means total momentum of the system remains constant. And that is called as a recoiling of a gun. Recoiling means the gun jerk in the backward direction whenever the bullet is ejected in the forward direction. That is called as a recoiling of a gun. Similarly for this, a balloon tightly filled with air rises up when punctured below. So if you see the balloons, so balloons always moves upward, but here means the air is moving up, but we are punctured the balloon in the backward direction like this. You are pumping the balloon, you are using the pump in the downward direction, but the balloon is what? Balloon is rises up. So here in a system we have what? Balloon and the punctured. This one, punctured. Okay. So here in system balloon and punctured, balloon moves upward, punctured is moved in the downward, and during this process the total momentum remains constant. Similarly for bursting of crackers. Crackers also, whenever the cracker bursts, it will move upward and the fire is always in the downward. Next is your rising of rocket in upward direction. Yes, whenever the rocket, we have planned the rocket. So if you see the rocket, this gas, comes in the downward direction and the rocket is moved in the upward direction. So here also law of conservation of momentum. It means the total momentum of the system remains constant. So all these are the examples of your law of conservation of momentum. Now your work is, you have to read the chapter from page number 73 to 75 and write down the answers of this question. Page number 75, very short answer type question number 2, then short answer type question type 1, do question number 8, 9 and 10, and from the long question answer, not long, sorry, short answer type question type 2, do question number 2. And in question number 2, you have to do the mathematical expression of law of conservation of momentum. It means you have to do like this. Only you write here little bit statement like considering two marbles A and B. First it is moving with the initial velocity u1 and u2 respectively. Then they are moving after collision. The two marbles are moving with the final velocities v1 and v2. And you can take the help of your textbook also, because this one is given in your textbook also. So take the help from your textbook also. I hope today's topic is clear to all. If you have any doubt, so you just message me or call me. Thank you.